Alright guys, we have an unboxing today. I'm pretty excited about this. Just got it today, and I just got home from work and I'm dying to get this open and show you guys. So let's not wait any longer. Just a quick FYI about this package. Keep in mind it's 7 pounds. And you'll see why I think that's kind of funny, given what's inside of it. If you guys can see this, it is the Field 1 Force. Yes, the brand new, seemingly controversial marker, the new Field 1 Force. Let's see if I can change this angle a little bit. It's about you guys to see a little bit better. Just a little heads up, I have not touched this marker before. I have not shot this marker before. I've been anxiously waiting for the marker to come out for a couple years now. So I jumped on it immediately as soon as it launched. I bought it within 8 minutes of it coming out from Field 1 directly. So I'm pretty excited about this. I've never purchased a marker this expensive, or, well, for that matter, brand new that's this expensive. I may be an idiot, and we're about to find out. All right, so the initial box here, it's pretty nice. It feels very solid. It's got a magnetic tab here on the side where you lift it up. Got some nice detailing here. You got a patch, which is kind of a nice touch. Here we go. Let's get this out of here. All right. As some people have already kind of showed, it comes with one of Field 1's marker cases. It's a really nice quality case, actually. If you can see how big these zippers are, they're massive, very robust looking zippers. Like double the size of any of the zippers that any of the other marker cases come out of. So that's actually kind of nice. I know it's just a marker bag, but little details help like that. Let's see if I can open this. All right. So we have in this pocket, we have Field 1 lube and a sticker. I feel like there's going to be a lot of stickers in here. Parts kit, pretty standard. I'll open up later, take a look. The quick start guide, and that's about it. So, as many of you guys know, here's a carrying strap. The Field 1 comes with a AccuLock barrel system, which is a barrel system that I've actually been looking forward to using, and I've been wanting to buy because I think it's a pretty clever system that makes a lot of sense. And it was actually something I was planning on purchasing at some point, but then when News of the Force came out and I was coming with it stock, I thought I should wait and buy it with the gun itself. So, stock, the gun comes with 2 barrel backs, 691, if you guys can see it, and a, what size is this? I want to say 683. Yes, 683. I purchased an additional barrel back here of 687, as I find that's one of the more seasonable barrel sizes for me. Yeah, it's a nice looking barrel, I think. Pretty clean. There it is. So it's a pretty clean barrel. As you can see, I got the Force in a dust black. I got a barrel sock, 2 LiPo batteries, which are extremely tiny. I knew they were going to be small, but this is actually way smaller than I was expecting. I've been actually kind of curious how you charge one of these. It looks like it's a USB charged battery with a connector here at the very top, which plugs in directly into the batteries themselves. And I guess you plug into like a computer or possibly a wall charger. We'll find out. Ryan Greenspan playing card and their usual little spec card, kind of proving that it's been checked and that it works. Not as useful as it is for like the G6Rs and stuff like that, but VCOMs and such, where you kind of need the pressures. But yeah, it's always a nice touch. Assume it was done by Alex Raggi, given that it's his card on the back. All right, this case is nice. All right, the Field 1 Force. Let's see if I can get a shot of this real quick. Look at it, just sitting there. All right, let's take it out of the bag, or out of the case here. Not sure how I feel about these Velcro straps, as they're kind of just stuck on here. It keeps it, I guess, flexible for other usage, or for other markers and stuff like that, but it just seems a little funny. All right, here it is, Field 1 Force. It is definitely hefty, but it's actually not as bad as I feel like other people are making it out to be. Looks like there's some sort of like powder on it that I'm kind of rubbing off with my hands. It's a beautiful dust black color. Let's see if I can grab my Insight real quick. 1 second. I have a dust black Insight. Absolutely love this marker. My absolutely favorite shooting marker currently. The shot quality on this thing is fantastic. So I'm hoping that, or I'm not expecting the Force to have as nice of a shot quality, but I'm hoping that we can get something close. This feels substantially heavier, or not heavier, beefier, but it feels great in the hands. As people have mentioned, like Brad from Paintball Ruined My Life, the quality, it feels very solid in the hands. The trigger is nice. The change to magnetic was a good change. It was the right change. Not worrying about trigger springs is the way to go. Good detailing, nice detailing with the F1 logo on the base of the barrel here. If you guys can see that. Oh, it's beautiful. The front grip is a little narrow, but it's comfortable. I hope that they come out with a rubber grip, or someone does. Hopefully a third-party manufacturer, maybe like Exalt or HK, comes out with a rubber grip to cover this, especially with the winter months coming in. I am not a fan of holding onto metal regulators, so I would like to see something to thermally break the metal grip here. But yeah, this thing feels great. It is really like a Insight and a CS1 had a baby together. It feels very solid. Let's see if I can pull the bolt out. Kind of stuck. There it is, the nucleus engine. That took some force to get out of there. It's pretty in there. Yeah, the shutoff looks immensely bigger on this this new bolt. Here, let me grab the Insight and we can kind of compare them real quick. So we have the shutoff here on the nucleus, and then if you guys can kind of see that brass portion in the back, that's the shutoff valve on the original Insight engine. Mine is Rhino modded, and that's what the extra spring is. So I can fix this point real quick. All right. Yeah, the shutoff is massive in comparison. Let's see if I can pull this out a little bit, just to kind of match the bolt heads, so you can kind of see them lined up side by side. Yeah. The air chamber actually looks a little bit bigger on the Insight, if you guys can see that. Fairly exciting. I don't know, I can't wait to get my hands on it and start shooting it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that here. I live in Philly. And you're thinking, sure, plenty of people shoot in Philly, right? I'd rather not join them, so yeah, I will be performing if I can make it to the field this weekend, I will be performing a efficiency test on the Force to hopefully debunk whatever A&S gear did with their 7 pods, with their barely 7 pods and a hopper. I have serial number 22. My friend and I were guessing it was going to be under 25, so 22. That's a pretty good guess, actually. Oh man, it feels great. Oh, I should air it up real quick and see if it leaks or anything. Low pressure. All shims out, I should say. Should be running out around 450. Ooh. It's just a very distinct pop to it as soon as it aired up. No leaks or anything. It's fantastic. Let's see if I can do a quick, it's got a new boot up screen. I don't know if you guys saw that. I do have some reball, so we'll take a quick shot. Let's see if it's deafening in here. That was surprisingly quiet. Usually when you shoot inside, paintball guns are incredibly loud and boomy. There's certain guns, like the Axe I noticed, is very quiet. The 170R is very quiet when you shoot them inside. I think my Insight is actually pretty quiet too. I think it has to do with the amount of energy, air leaving the barrel. There's not much air, I guess, leaving the barrel here. Or there's a lot of mechanical force pushing the ball out. But I'll shoot it again. That's quiet. Wow. Even being inside, I could tell that this is a quiet marker. Oh man. It points better than a CS1. That's my initial, oh, that trigger's nice. If you notice with the CS1, it has kind of an arch with the milling and the body. So when you're looking down the edge of the gun on a CS1, it can kind of be a little bit deceptive on how to point with the marker. With the Force, it's nice and straight, perfectly linear down to the barrel. Oh man, this is great. Very exciting. I assume it came with batteries inside the front grip already. Very excited. Given how much this weighs, which really I think is overstated, I don't think it's that bad. I think they left a lot of room for the ability to mill out the body and create something sexy. This milling job is pretty conservative, all things considered. It's pretty similar to like a Dynasty Scales CS1. But yeah, I think leaving all this meat on the body does two things. It keeps it open later for different designs, and I think that with the weight of this marker, you'll find that it absorbs a lot of the energy that you normally feel in a lot of really light markers. So the weight of the marker will help weigh down any kind of barrel rise or vibrations every time it's shot. I'm very impressed with this though. It feels very high quality. I was a tad skeptical on buying this marker, obviously, for MSRP. For me, it was more wanting to support a new marker coming out, really, and I had pretty high confidence going into this that Field 1 was going to be able to deliver a nice product that was worth the money. Obviously, you're paying a premium given that it's also made in the U.S. How much of a premium, we don't know. And if they made it in Taiwan or something like that, who knows what the price point would be. But this is an impressive kit, and it being pieced with, I think, probably one of the best. I haven't obviously gotten too much use with this until now, but I feel like the AccuLock barrel is going to be a great barrel kit to be offered with a gun standard or stock wise. So, and the barrel case or the marker case, all the little bits with it. It's a pretty nice little presentation here. Let's weigh it real quick because I know it's gonna be super heavy in comparison. Like, I've been tinkering with my T-Rex, and when I first picked that thing up, I was like, holy shit, this thing is heavy. And I'm pretty sure the T-Rex weighs as much as a CS1. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna weigh around or over 1,000 grams. 1,073 grams. I'll show you guys. Yeah, it's a hefty boy, but it really isn't that bad. I don't know. All I know is I'm very excited to use this. I'm gonna have a very hard time finishing my review of the DSR. I only have a couple thousand shots through it at this point, but it's gonna be hard for me to put this down, I think. So yeah, this is a quick first impressions and unboxing of the Field 1 Force. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I will be performing a efficiency test on the marker sometime soon, hopefully this weekend. And obviously a full in-depth review. You can check out my recent review I did on the 6. Sorry, it got really long for some reason. I guess there's a lot to talk about with that marker. Some of the things down the road, I got some soft goods to also review, some pod packs. I would like to do some giveaways soon. I got a new gear bag, which I absolutely love. I got an LVL loader that I would like to give away and review. So yeah, there's a lot coming up. I've just been very busy recently, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and comment if you like, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Two things I just wanted to add real quick, since I've been kind of just playing and fiddling with it. One, the marker does not degas, or not degas, does not purge the air left in the system, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine. Like, I feel like we're at this point where you shouldn't have to shoot your gun with the eyes off to purge all the air out of the system. So that kind of bothered me. I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone else, but at least mine currently holds a small shot of air. And I started playing with, with adding a battery, the LiPo batteries in here. It charges via USB, which needs to plug in to this super tiny, I don't know if you guys can see this super tiny, come on, connection here, like incredibly small. So every time you want to charge the force or the battery associated with it, which is extremely small in itself, you have to open up the grip panel, which isn't a big deal, 3 screws, take this delicate little connection, which doesn't fit too well into the female end of the connection on the board here because of the plastic casing, or the black plastic casing around the connection here. So it doesn't make any sort of feedback or anything that you're connected. So you kind of have to just hope that it stays in there with a decent amount of friction. But even with that, you just kind of lightly pull on it and it can come out. I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone, but it's something that you need to be aware about. And like I said, every time you need to charge this, you need to take this out and bend the little wires around, putting stress on all the connections to pull this out and to recharge it. Now, I don't know how many shots you're supposed to get out of it, but I think that's poor design. They really should have implemented a charging port on the board itself. So you just have to open up the grip panel, plug in the USB into the board, and it charges the batteries. You will probably find me using the AA's more frequently than this. This just seems like it's going to be a problem over a lot of use. So yeah, just something I wanted to add. So I tried it. It's kind of terrible, actually. It's not very comfortable to hold. I mean, I don't have big hands or anything like that, but even wrapping your thumb around the trigger guard here isn't comfortable, like on other markers like a GS or anything, or something like that. Since you can't wrap your fingers behind it, my thumb naturally wants to go like this, but since the body pushes out so far here at this point, your thumb feels like it's being pulled out or pushed out too far. This nice little detail here on the milling on the body is a good area for when the foregrip is at its front position, your thumb kind of rests against here, which gives you a nice purchase on the marker. But yeah, this is like, maybe if you're holding it down here, maybe down here. Down here is sort of comfortable. It's terrible. I don't recommend it. I mean, it was a very fast switch. It took less than 5 minutes to make this switch, but that was awful. This is not great. And I think the ability to move this foregrip really kind of hurt the design of the marker. Like, you look at it, it's a pretty nice, nicely milled marker that has decent proportions, and then you get to the front grip and it just looks like hell. So yeah, this feature isn't doing any favors here, and I don't imagine too many kids are going to be using a $1,500 marker. Just my 2 cents.